What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and today is an exciting day because two brand new weapons were added into Infinite Warfare, and guess what? They're absolutely free. Now, the variants of these weapons are not free, but the base weapons themselves are 100% free. All you gotta do is log in if you have a season pass, and if you don't have a season pass, all you need to do is complete a few simple challenges, and we're going to talk about those and what you need to do for those in a little bit here. Now, you may remember about a week ago, I made a video about 4 new weapons coming to Infinite Warfare, and I said that 2 of them are going to be coming soon, and 2 of them seem pretty far off in the distance. I will link that video in a card right here so you guys can check that out, but the 2 weapons that we talked about in the video are actually here, and they are the weapons we are talking about today. So the first weapon we're going to talk about is called the X-EON, and this weapon is absolutely insane. So when you're firing from the hip, this weapon has reduced recoil. When you aim down sights, it has an increased fire rate. Also, when you aim down sights, it has a built-in tracker sight. So if someone goes inside your optics, they get highlighted in orange. This weapon is absolutely insane. In fact, the first game I actually played with this weapon, in fact, the first game of Infinite Warfare that I played in about a week, I went 51-8. My very first game playing with this weapon. This weapon is a beast. In fact, I'm going to go as far as saying this may be one of the best weapons in the game. Now, of course, we're going to look at stats and all of that stuff in future videos, so be sure to subscribe to the channel to be updated on those. But as of right now, my very base first impressions of it are this weapon is an absolute beast. Now, like I said before, to unlock this weapon, if you have a season pass, all you got to do is log on and the weapon is already unlocked. However, if you don't have the season pass, you can actually unlock this weapon with challenges, and the way to do so is complete 15 matches where you get kills with 6 different weapons. So whether that be picking up different weapons or just changing classes to use different weapons or even secondary weapons. It's very easy. So 15 games getting 6 kills with different weapons. Now there are 4 weapon variants for this weapon, and every single one of them is a quartermaster weapon. So the only way you can get them is through opening supply drops. So let's look at those 4 weapons. So the first variant we got here is called the EZ. It's a common variant, and the only trait it has is focus that reduces your idle sway while aiming down sights. It's a pretty basic common variant. The next variant may be the best one. It is called the MCP. It is a rare variant, and the trait that makes it really good is called on point. So it speeds up your aim down sights time and in turn reduces your hip fire accuracy. Now the interesting thing about this weapon is while aiming down sights, you have a faster rate of fire. So to be able to aim down sights faster, that's also going to improve the speed where you're going to be able to shoot faster. And this weapon already has decreased recoil from the hip, so to add recoil there isn't a huge deal whatsoever. This weapon also has creeper, which just means you move a little bit quicker when you are crouched. The next one is also pretty good. It's a legendary variant called the Farseer, and this one has Hitman, so if you kill everyone on the enemy team, you have a large bonus to your payload meter, and also Sharpshooter, which increases your damage range, which is always pretty good to have on any weapon. So the epic variant is called the Warsight, and it has 2 traits, the first of which is called Threat Designator, and this one has optic counters, active camo, cold-blooded, and hardwired. This is insane because, as I mentioned before, the optics on this weapon almost work kind of like a target finder. It highlights your enemies in orange, so it's also going to highlight the enemies who are using active camo, cold-blooded, and hardwired. Also, this weapon has stability, which reduces the recoil. This epic variant is very, very good. The other weapon we got here is called the VPR. Now, this is an SMG that has double barrels and double magazines, and to be honest, I don't love this weapon. In my opinion, I find the fire rate a little too slow, and the recoil is a little bit weird. I find that the recoil, instead of jumping straight up and down, it kind of jumps side to side, so the recoil is a little bit weird to get used to. But all in all, out of the 2 weapons, I definitely find the X-EON a lot better than the VPR. However, by no means is the VPR an awful weapon. So to unlock the VPR, there is 2 ways. One, either you have the season pass, but if you don't, there is a challenge. And the challenge is win 12 matches where at least one of the kills that you got was with the X-EON. So either you have to unlock the X-EON, or just every time you're winning a game, you pick up an X-EON that someone else is using either on your team or the enemy team and get a kill with that. But it'll be much, much easier if you just unlock the X-EON first. Now, as I mentioned, I don't love the VPR. It's by no means my favorite weapon in the game. In fact, I found myself getting outgunned by assault rifles and SMGs, both at short, medium, and long range. So all in all, I would just say this gun's average. Not very good at all, but also at the same time, not a bad weapon. Out of these 2 weapons that you're going to get today, the X-EON is definitely the better of the 2. So as far as the variants go for the VPR, the first one is a common one called Sting. Now this one has Stockpile, which basically just increases your amount of ammo. The rare variant is called the Inescapable, and it has Deathbringer, which double kills instantly reload your magazine, and Lowrider reduces your hip fire spread while sliding. I think this one is actually alright. I think those two perks actually work pretty well together and make it so this gun is a little bit more viable for running and gunning. So the legendary variant is called the Wrath, and this is a really interesting one. So this one has a refresher. So if you get a 5-player kill streak, it refreshes 1 lethal and 1 tactical grenade, which is a really interesting perk, and also steady reduces the hip spread. So the final epic variant, and probably the coolest variant out of all of them, is called the Yokai. I think I said that right, and the perk that makes it really cool is called Assassin Build. So basically, this perk gives you a built-in suppressor that not only acts as a suppressor, but also prevents your enemy's death location from showing up on the map, so it makes you super stealthy. This weapon also has Creeper, which increases your movement speed while crouched. Overall, this is built for someone who wants to be really sneaky, kind of flank around people. I think it's just a really cool weapon that I think people are going to have a lot of fun with. Now, the downside to this weapon is that it has a built-in suppressor, so you're going to have a little bit less range on this weapon than the other VPRs that don't have suppressors attached. So guys, that's pretty much it. Those are the 2 brand new weapons that came to Infinite Warfare today. If you ask me, the X-EON is by far the better of the 2. But that being said, the one thing I wanted to say before the end of this video is it's really cool to see them actually giving out free weapons in a Call of Duty game. I think it's really a great way to outreach to the community and keep them playing the game. And I think it's really cool what they do. Even if you don't have a season pass, you can still unlock them simply by completing some challenges. I think that's a really awesome way of introducing new weapons into the game. So I really like to see that. So yeah, done good. And I really hope they continue this throughout the rest of the life cycle of Infinite Warfare. Whenever they introduce new weapons, this is the way I hope they do it. But guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Have you got your hands on these 2 new weapons yet? What do you think? Do you think they're as good as I do? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, it would be fantastic if you'd hit that subscribe button. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week, so if you're interested in that, that subscribe button is sitting there with your name on it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, guys, peace out.